in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life.
Welcome back to the Black Bastard Video Podcast. It's your host, Max Road, the video hunting shark, rewinding tapes, checking out trailers, and getting rid of any videos we no longer want nor need. Is that necessary at this point? I mean, I think everybody knows what I'm here for. I think everyone knows what I'm doing. And by everyone, I mean the two people who follow me. I don't even think anyone follows me. I haven't checked. I just think people discover my videos and they go, he's okay. I'm out. I got about 2 minutes worth of the junk he spews, and I've had enough. No, it's actually it feels good, you know, being down here in the depths of YouTube hell where no one notices me. This is how it was in high school for me. 6'3", fairly quiet, small group of so-called friends. I went 4 years without being noticed. I wasn't in everyone's face. When I say everyone, I mean the staff. Until I start getting into fights and suspended twice, nearly expelled for making a 8 or 9 inch blade in metal shop. Then I was on the radar, but I think I was acting out. Even at 17, 18 years old, you can feel it slipping. You can feel that you missed your calling. You're acting like a rebel now, but it's far too late. Now you just look silly. Even at 17, 18 years old, I was behaving like a 13-year-old. Because the ones that acted out, they're the ones that garnish attention from the ladies. There was this one young lady that I was infatuated with. Her name was Jill. I mean, I'm talking about in love from the moment I saw her in 9th grade. But I wasn't doing the things to get her attention. She would look at me, sometimes stare at me, but I wasn't her kind of guy, and I couldn't compete with the kind of guys that she liked. But it wasn't until I started showing my true colors in senior year is where she actually cozied up to me. I was always a powder keg, ready to explode. But I wouldn't, because the school that I went to I didn't live in the same district. I was bussed in. I lied about my residence, and I couldn't bring any attention towards myself that would get me kicked out of the school and basically get discovered. So while other kids were very flamboyant, I was not, because I needed to preserve myself. I needed to, self-preservation. That was my mind state. School I went to, man, you know, not everybody made it. Freshman year, you see all these people, you know, some from middle school, new faces, and they're the ruling class. And you think they're going to remain the ruling class. Then as the years go on, they're no longer here. You hear about it, you know, someone got sent to juvie on robbery, you know, an assault, bringing a gun to school, you know, and they don't make it. They don't make it to senior year. Some do. Some reform themselves and become Jehovah's Witness. I saw that firsthand. I forget what that guy's name was, but he was this badass gangbanger in middle school, and by high school, at least sophomore year, he was Jehovah.
This is psychological.
I was suppressing who I was. Like I said, I was a powder keg. Because even before middle school, like the first year of middle school, I got arrested on robbery at 11 years old. I was like Joe Biden. I was running with a bad gang. Not funny, but yeah, I was, I could say I was coerced. I was coerced into doing things I shouldn't have been doing, but I was already building myself up to be a criminal, a lifelong criminal, by the time I was inducted into this group of older guys when I was about 10 to 11 years old.
Right? Don't you see him? He's a perfect boy. Besides,
Once I got arrested, fingerprinted, mugshot, from after that, that's when I started to gradually taper down, but it wasn't immediately. I ended up getting my mother kicked out of our apartment. Around 12, that's when I discovered art. That's when I discovered, I wouldn't say discovered, that's when my artistry got better. Because I discovered illustrating at around 9 years old. So by the time I'm 12, 13, 14, 15, those years, that's when first I discovered drawing, and then I discovered my love for movies around 1994, 93, 94. So yeah, 95, I'm 14, 15, 16, and I'm understanding I'm seeing who I once was. I'm watching my contemporaries behaving as I was when I was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I really was mentally more mature than them. But being mature and being smart, it don't garnish you no respect from the lower class. And the lower class are rock stars. So I look like I'm a complete square because I'm not showing anyone who I really am.
You've lost the urge to experiment, to explore.
And it's been that way for a long while, where I'm constantly suppressing the energy I know I have, so I can make it further in time. Because if I go all in, I could lose. Physically, I may not be here tomorrow. Narcotic. This is a film about the addictions, being addicted to drugs. And basically the perils of drug addiction and educating the public on what can happen to you if you partake in this world. Here, bring it closer. Narcotic. And when you think of narcotic, you think of banging something out of your arm, smoking something, but your narcotic, it could be anything that's detrimental to your health. From the consumption of social media to driving speed. I got a need for speed. There's a new drug on the market, and it's called Nuke. No, it's called Galaxy Gas. It's not a new drug. It's nothing new. It's just a repackaged. It's repackaged bullshit that has already been here. And I'm watching videos on kids blowing their effing minds, and I'm just like, it's so strange to step back, once again, to step back and watch the youth thinking it is a rite of passage, but it's not a badge of honor that I can get high and I can handle my high and I can take more than you can and I have more drugs than you do. I have bundles of marijuana. I have this. I have pills. I have this, that, and the third. Like, consuming this garbage to escape your reality.
So to escape from reality?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I don't need this shit. I am reality.
It's just a waste. And you're a waste.
There's the way it ought to be. There's the way it is.
I smoked copious amounts of marijuana for years. And if I could turn back the hands of time, I never would have. First joint smoked was 2 joints, not just 1, 2, and I lied because I thought if I tell the truth, I'm a square. I always asked, have I ever smoked before? I never smoked. And I started off with orange zigzags. My friend's brother and his friend, my friend's older brother and his friend, Nate, and I forget what his homie's name was. We're in the living room at their mom and dad's house, and my friend didn't partake. He was square. Because I wanted to go into the world. I didn't want to stay in my own lame world. And I remember thinking, I've been waiting for this moment all of my life. For someone to get me high. Because I think before I smoked my first joint, I was already a stoner. How's that? Because of media. Cheech and Chong, Snoop Dogg, The Chronic. I knew of it, I just didn't. I had a brother who sold drugs. I had cousins that helped distribute those drugs as well. My father smoked weed. My uncles, people did drugs all around me. But they never pushed it on me. They hid it from me. And I was so terrified of it that I wouldn't. You might see a joint laying around and just not do it. Or a roach. You'd be like, what I would see is, growing up, I would see either roaches or the crutch. And I would be like, what is that about? What the hell is that? Why are they smoking little pieces of rolled up matches? I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was oblivious. This is when I'm like 5, 6, 7. I didn't know what the hell I was looking at. My uncle had a bar, like in the den. He had a bar, and on the bar you would see remnants of grass. You could smell it, and I didn't know what the hell I was looking at or why they wanted this shit. But finally at 14, not 14, it's too old. It's too old. 15 years old, because I didn't have a car yet. My mom would come pick me up. I'm either 14 or 15 years old. Yep. 14 or 15 years old. The first time I smoked a joint. Excuse me. The first time I smoked 2 joints. And once again, if I could turn back the hands of time, no. No. It's taken me a long while to finally say no. I've been tiptoeing around it for years. I would quit. The longest I've gone was 4.5 years of no weed, but what I end up doing is picking up alcohol. So I'm like, oh, I'm sober from weed, but no, you're getting bent. Then I would get rid of the alcohol, and then it would be weed. Then I'll quit. 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. Anytime I told someone that, yeah, I haven't smoked in 6 months, they'd be like, damn, bro, 6 months you ain't smoked? It would never, hardly ever would there be support of, yeah, that's right, man, keep on keeping on, man. You don't need that. So what I've done to switch that up is distance myself from those that partake. And they might be the coolest person in the world. Young, old, my age, which I was told I'm old by a 21-year-old yesterday. She said I'm old. I said she's broke. So, hey, there's that. I just, because I am influenced by you. You are going to influence me, and you're not going to support me. And as much as I like being around you, and as cool as I think you are, and you are cool, I'm not cool enough to keep my cool and not follow you.
Their dreams of desire overshadowed by nightmares.
And I also promised myself I would never cop again. And that's just easy. Never walk into a dispensary. I hate going to dispensaries. I'm not saying I hate the people who work there. I just don't like feeling like a dope fiend whatsoever. And yes, marijuana is dope. It makes you dopey. And I don't want to feel like no dope fiend that leans on anything. Even this right here, this good old Black Bastard coffee. If it wasn't free, I wouldn't have bought it. Excuse me. If it wasn't free, I wouldn't have it. I had to step into the leasing office and pay rent today, and the coffee was on the house. So I'm also refusing to go to the supermarket and buy Black Bastard coffee. Not doing it no more. If it's there, it's free. Yeah, I'll do a rail of pure cafecete. If it's not, I'm not copping. Okay. Why are you waffling on about your past, your life? Because no one's listening. This is quite therapeutic for me to talk about this shit. Okay? And maybe I'm helping those out there, you know, who have struggled with their decisions, don't know if they're doing the right thing. I'm not even saying what I'm doing is right. Maybe you are supposed to be under the influence to get through this effed up world. Me personally, I think life is uncomfortable. That's what life is. You want to be comfortable? Wait till you get in heaven and you can sleep on a cloud for 13 days straight. Okay? Down here, things are irritating, agitating, annoying. Okay? When I went to go pay my rent, there was a rock in my shoe. It was irritating. And I was going to stop and take the rock out of my shoe, and I was like, nah. This isn't that irritating. I can endure. I will endure. I've been in far worse pain than having, not even a rock, a little pebble in my shoe. So I dealt with it. So I got home, took my shoe off, and it wasn't a rock. It wasn't a pebble. It was a penny. It was money in my shoe. Hey, what a life. You're walking around with money in your shoes. You could be behind bars. You don't even have shoes. You got slippers. All right, so what we're doing here on the podcast today, without besides talking about such deep topics as drug addiction and whatnot, we're going to do a double feature, a comparison. Not a comparison, because as they say, comparison is the thief of joy. We're just going to play both movies at the same time. What movie is that? Are you blind? It's behind me. It's Flubber. We're going to watch Flubber and The Absent-Minded Professor, which you may or may not know, Flubber is a remake of The Absent-Minded Professor. Why didn't they call the remake The Absent-Minded Professor? Because it's too long. It's a long-ass title. Flubber is kids are more apt to go see Flubber rather than The Absent-Minded Professor. But you know, you don't know, but I'll say, and I don't know either. I'm just rambling. Back in the day, a children's movie really wasn't always a children's movie. So The Absent-Minded Professor, man, that's a very adult movie. It really is. All right, so if you want to line up your Absent-Minded Professor and your Flubber with me, I'm watching on Laserdisc and VHS for Absent-Minded. I'm pressing play on both now. Are we going to do a commentary, a watch all the way through? I don't know, man. Sorry. I'm kind of random with my podcast. I care as much as you don't. Yeah, I got another thing we're going to do right now. I'm paying attention, I'm not. I really want to see how much both of these movies line up. Okay. So far, so good. We got the Walt Disney pictures coming up. Walt Disney Home Video. Okay, we're into Absent Minded. We just started. Excuse me, no, we're not. The movie hasn't started yet. This has started. And now, Absent Minded has started. Flubber has started. I remember watching this movie like 2 years ago, and I was like, this is some crackhead shit. Flubber, that is. This flick I've always been a fan of. Always have. Alright, Walt Disney Presents. They've already done the title for Flubber over here. And now we're Absent Minded. Okay, it's a good lineup. I wish I cared when I was in school about like rallies. Every time it was a rally, I was like, I was absent-minded. I never had my finger on the pulse of what the hell's going on. I didn't know anything. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know the importance of anything when I was in school. I'm not gonna say hate. It's just things I regret of just not knowing what was what. I still kind of don't. I don't know the severity of things. I don't care why people. I don't know why people care. Like, I don't watch sports. I don't watch any sports, man. I wish I cared. Nice ass. Oh, she might be in high school. Calm down. She's an actor. She's acting like a high schooler. All right. This is amazing. We're going through his lab right now. They're on some Doc Brown type shit. They both start off in the morning. Oh my God. Why does every professor in these movies have to have this goddamn contraption bullshit just to make his dinner? Or either a mad scientist or a weirdo. We got Pee Wee Herman. Starts his morning off all crazy like. We have Doc Brown, even though he's not around, but we can clearly see he starts his morning off crazy like. We got Wayne Selinsky, starts his whole house is just filled with this bullshit, and he's not a dork or a scientist or whatever, but he's gonna grow to be one, even though we don't see him grow up. We got Mike Walsh on the Goonies. His whole house is all up looking. Excuse my language, sorry. Why? But this is amazing. This guy has a drone telling him the news. Okay. You said you were going to do something else on the podcast and you didn't even get to it. We're going to run through heaps in the Laserdisc category. I'm going to first start off. This is how we're going to do it. I'm going to show you the things I'm into and things that I have to rid myself of. So, we got King Kong. I don't know how much I paid for this, but likely I went over budget. Likely about probably $20, possibly. King Kong. You flip it over, it's a double feature. Are you kidding me? Son of King Kong. Son of Kong. You open it up, it's a gatefold. It's pretty as hell. We got a lobby card down there for King Kong. Boom. 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 Imagine getting this when you are like 11, 12 years old. Your mom comes home with, dude, you open a gift and it looks like, you got to be into movies when you're young to really appreciate something like this. You know, now, I don't hang out with nobody who's young, dude. I just can't, man. They see something like this, like, I don't get it. Sounding like goddamn, sorry, she's naked. Oh, he works at a college. Okay, this guy's at a high school, right? He's at a college. We're still in the lab over here. Here he's in a figure drawing class. What do you call it? Yeah, it sounded like what the heck is his name from Big? Whatever Tom Hanks' character is in Big. I don't get it. You know, it's just like, get out of Black Bastard Video. Why you come in here? For the coffee? Okay, well, it's Black Bastard Video, a video store / coffee shop, okay? Like, okay, granted, we have great coffee, but at least have some love and appreciation for relics. Okay, so we have Repo Man. Yeah, I keep this in this plastic thing, huh? Because I don't want it to get damaged, because this is up there as one of my favorite films in history. And many others. I'm not special, okay? You know, I'm not a gatekeeper. We love Repo Man. We. Us. It's not about me. I don't own this movie, okay? Whenever I sell my Laserdisc or VHS tapes, I tell, hey man, just because I own it don't mean I own it. I didn't make the movie. It doesn't belong to me. None of this belongs to me. I'm just a curator. We got Assault of the Killer Bimbos. I cannot stand Siskel and Ebert. The way they crapped all over this movie. God, shut up. Go watch the review on this by Siskel and Ebert. And I mean, they're legends. They are legends. Even I give it to Roper too. Ebert and Roper. But damn, dude. I don't like watching their reviews, man. It's just like, who are you, man? To tell me what's good. This movie's amazing. You know, a lot of the times, I think some people can't give credit to a movie because they can't live that life. They don't know girls like this. They ain't never been around girls like this. The closest they can get to girls like this is going to a strip club. So they don't really know the life. They have to live vicariously through others who live that life. So they don't even really understand what's really going on when they're watching films like this. Like Far Out Man. Far Out Man is right up my alley. Look at the back of this damn thing, man. Ah, boom. Just gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Just check out the disc real quick. And they even have it. It's not like cheaply made, is what I'm trying to say. Assault of the Killer Bimbos, the logo is right there. This is an excellent film. And I swear, every time, dude, every time I find one of these, like, oh, I'm really looking for that hitter, and I was about to say jazzed. Yeah, I'd be so jazzed, man, that then I look down and that damn display hole punch is there. I was like, it was almost perfect. But that's good. That's okay. All right, we got a summertime classic, and we are in Indian summer here in the Bay Area. And yeah, it's been a scorcher for the last couple of days. It's not so bad today. But where I live, I'm a beach boy. I live by the beach. And you get down into this valley that I live in, and it gets remarkably cooler than what's going on in the rest of the bay. I refuse to move to any other part of the bay. This is where I be. This is where I'll always be at. Always been at. Yeah, I'm from the bay, but I'm more of a peninsula baby. We got The Hills Have Eyes, Part 2. One of the greatest sequels in a franchise. Next to Back to the Future 2. This might be, like, it's Back to the Future 2. Then there's Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and then there's The Hills Have Eyes, Part 2. The first sequel to The Hills Have Eyes. That second remake, Hills Have Eyes, the remake is amazing. The remake is great. The Hills Have Eyes. But the sequel to Hills Have Eyes with Flex Alexander, my lord. Terrible movie. But to those who like Hills Have Eyes Part 2, no disrespect. Okay? But Hills Have Eyes Part 2? Part 1, Part 2? It's a great film. Alright, so you guys know what kind of movies I'm into? These are movies that I don't like, and I gotta get them out of my collection. I'm on the fence about this. I feel like I need to take a damn shower after watching this. If I sell it, I won't be mad. This Laserdisc is in pristine condition, but I'm just not into this stuff, man. And I don't know if I ever will be. Somebody paid $99.95. Doesn't say when. I'm looking for a year on this, which I'm not finding. Yeah, man. Before I get rid of this, I'm going to watch this. Okay, so I'll put this on the watch list. But it is a heat. It likely is going to remain a heat. But if it turns out to be good, it's going to be a heat. So I'm not going to discard something I don't know anything about, but I bought it because the LD is pristine. This right here is a no thank you, I'm okay, white man raised by monkeys, yeah, in the jungle. I can't do it, okay? The only white man raised by monkeys in a jungle movie and cartoon I like is George of the Jungle. Tarzan, never been a fan. Now, this is another on the watch list I'm going to watch, but I can imagine me watching this once and never wanting it again. And I always hate these laser discs that show the laser disc. Yeah, I don't like this guy. I've never liked this guy. Carlos Estevez. No. But I do like her. I do like honk, 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 honk. I like her. What's her name? Beverly D'Angelo. Yeah. You're gonna be like, bro, are you serious, dog? Damn, bro. I don't like cop and robber movies. Okay? I don't root for the cops when I watch cops and robber movies. I root for the villain, and the villain never wins. This is Lethal Weapon. It's not just Lethal Weapon. It's a Japanese release of Lethal Weapon. And yes, it can go, but I'm not gonna sell it for $5 like I usually do. I'm selling this for $20. We got Led and Zeppelin. Okay? We don't have Led Zeppelin. It's just Led and Zeppelin. This is Led. This is Zeppelin. Hold on. This isn't Led Zeppelin, you damn fool. Rewind my joke. No, this is Led Zeppelin. I was going to say it's Pink and Floyd. I messed that one up. I should have just stayed with what I was saying. All right. Let's do it again. All right. We got Led and Zeppelin. This is Led, this is Zeppelin, okay? But they're old here and they suck. I kid. It's on the watch list. It's also, man, like, I find myself, I'm losing touch with psychedelic music and psychedelic movies because I sobered up and squared up. All right, so we got Kansas City. We got Harry Belafonte, rest in peace. We have, she has 3 names. What's her name? Jennifer Jason Leigh. And we also have her. I don't know who Miranda Richardson is. I don't know her. Kansas City, 1934. The mob runs the dice gangs, prostitutes, cops, politicians, and no one messes with them. Have they ever? But when a small-time hood gets the bright idea to knock over a buddy of the city's top gangster, a club owner named Seldom Seen, Harry Belafonte, he crosses the wrong man and finds himself in deeper trouble than he could ever imagine. Yo! Look at this. Even then, back then. See, then is past, okay? Past tense. Then is either or. That's what then means. Like, I'd rather that than this, okay? But even back then, they spelled it then. Idiots. Who doesn't know then versus then? How could you not know this? He crosses the wrong man and finds himself in deeper trouble than he could ever imagine. Now, it's up to Blondie O'Hara, Jennifer Jason Leigh, his tough-talking girlfriend, to come to his rescue. Her resolution? Kidnap a wealthy presidential adversary's wife and swap her for her boyfriend. Kidnapping, murder, and mayhem, all fueled by the most impressive star-studded cinematic jazz sessions ever shown on screen. Jazz. Ugh. I'll keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep Led Zeppelin too, okay? I want to keep Lethal Weapon as well. I just, I'll feel like, whatever. Why are you getting rid of LDs? Because my collection's bloated, okay? It's just bloated. All right, let's check in on Flubber. Flubber's over here playing Hacky Sack, such a 90s joke. And then we got this guy delivering flowers like a simp that he is. We got the Flubber ball going crazy. The CGI in this movie is amazing for the time. It's still amazing. It still holds up. All right, so we have the House of Spirits. I ain't never liked this dude right here. Oh no, that's Jeremy Irons. I like that guy right there. Why did I think this was what's that dude from There Will Be Blood? I don't like that guy. Antonio Banderas is in here. That guy looks like a geezer now. Complete geezer. Old as hell, man. But he had a good run. He had a real good run. But it's over now. He's a dinosaur. All right, we got Winona Ryder. We got Meryl Streep, Jeremy Irons, Glenn Close, Antonio Banderas over. The House of the Spirits is a haunting romantic epic tale spanning 3 generations. Nope, not doing it. You're out of here. We got Morehouse. I paid $2 for this. What was I thinking? House of Games. House of Games is an intriguing psychological thriller where nothing is as it appears. When famed psychiatrist and author Dr. Margaret Ford, played by Lindsay Cross, seeks to help a patient whose life has been threatened. She is drawn into the dangerous but provocative underworld of a smooth-talking con man, played by Joe Montagna, as she seeks to remain in control of her own destiny. She is increasingly fascinated by the con man's charm, allured by his dark, exotic life, and entwined in his brilliant con game from which there is no escape. Taught with suspense, romance, and the power of deception, this unusual thriller has been acclaimed by critics as one of the best films of 1987. The year's best film, Roger Ebert. No, you're out of here. All right. We have Hong Kong 97. Nope, out. This looks like something the Manson family would have gone on a movie retreat to. Hair? Ugh. That 1970s tweaker shit? Hey, that's that lady from, what do you call it? Facts of Life. Ugh. 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 All right. We got Most Wanted. This is the original Tyler Perry right here. This guy right here. Well, funny, okay? Only thing is, Keenen Ivory Wayans is funny. I just never understood this dude going down the action. I'm a action star route. I didn't get that. I want it in living color from this guy, man. More in living color. More funny. You're funny. Okay? You're not a leading man, man. You're funny. Be funny. Now nobody talks about Keenen Ivory Wayans. He's hilarious. And he just went away. And we were stuck with Marlon Wayans. The least funny Wayans of all of them, man. Not funny, dude. Sorry. Not sorry. You ain't... Scary Movie is the funniest you ever got, man. That's it, man. This is my personal opinion, okay? This is... Say what you... That's funny. But there's a whole legion of people who think you're funny. My brother thinks you're funny. But I don't find you funny, okay? But who the hell am I? I'm nobody. So don't worry about what the hell I'm saying about that guy. You got anything we can throw on behind me as I wind this down? No. Alright, we got Midnight Run. Never seen this movie, don't want to see it, and I know plenty of people love this movie. I just don't want to watch this. You know why? Because I don't like Robert De Niro being funny. I don't like Robert De Niro in funny movies. I want him gangster and that's it, okay? I typecast Robert De Niro. This movie is 1970s people sweaty and wet. I need to take a damn shower after I watch this. And also, I don't find anything entertaining about drowning. I don't watch movies to experience nightmares. Now, you know what's a good movie? It's the remake of this. The remake. This is one film where the remake was way better than the original. Kurt Russell's character, how he went out was just... It was so Kurt Russell, but it was just talking about, man. Like, it's just like hit that button. You guys see it if you ain't seen it, man. Yeah, I'm getting rid of Poseidon. And this is another, how high were you when you bought this? I'm good. Secret Garden. I'm never going to hang out in the Secret Garden. Okay. I ran it long enough about nonsense. Okay. So he's explaining to his dog about how the flubber is going to work and help the car float. And then this guy is about to jump out of a window. Oh, no, no. No, that's not even funny. That is a broken back. He's not a cartoon character. You can't just fall out of a window like that and tell jokes. This 40-year-old man just fell out of a window onto his back. And she had no sympathy for him. Doesn't rush down to make sure he's okay. All right, so we're out of here. Thank you for tuning into the Black Bastard Video Podcast. Your host, Max Road, signing off.
I think that I'm on. There doesn't seem to be any coming down. I think that I'm on. The smoking of this last is the only thing. I'm high at a rate. I'm popping these pills since we're together. But how can I blame? My lighter just went out, I need a flame. I'm rolling them as fast as I can. I'm holding blunts in each and every hand. Trying to get as high as the sky. I turned around, I looked you in your red eyes, and I gently start to say, I think that I'm on. There doesn't seem to be any coming down. I think that I'm on. The smoking of this last is the only thing. Look at the way these psychedelic colors got me tripping. Lifesaver flavors. Taka vodka strictly's what I'm sipping. I'm pouring them as fast as I can. I'm holding cups in each and every hand. Trying to get as high as the sky. I turned around, I looked you in your red eyes, and I gently start to say, I think that I'm on. There doesn't seem to be any coming down. I think that I'm on. The smoking of his laugh is the only sound